All right, you guys, we're back for another NFL draft prospect on today. We're going to talk about running back Najee Harris out of Alabama. He weighs in at about 230 pounds. His height is about 6'2". Definitely, guys, to me, Najee Harris is one of the best running backs in this draft class. If not the top running back, definitely he would come into number 2. This guy has improved every single season in his collegiate career, and we want to talk about some of these things. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of Najee Harris. Also, we're going to talk about his strengths and weaknesses. All right, guys, in his freshman year, Najee Harris had 61 attempts out of the backfield, 370 yards rushing, 3 TDs on the ground. And then also in his sophomore year, he had 117 attempts on the ground with 783 yards rushing with 4 scores on the ground. And then in his junior season, you see he had 209 attempts for 1,224 yards with 13 touchdowns on the ground. And then he comes back for an encore his last season, and he puts up a whopping 251 attempts for 1,466 yards and 26 touchdowns on the ground. So you see, every single season, Najee Harris got better. That's one thing I can say about Najee Harris is that he got better every single season. And this guy is definitely, man, one of the guys that's in the draft that I really, really like. And I think if Najee Harris is drafted to the right situation and into the right team, Najee Harris is going to be a beast in the NFL. I just believe in this kid, man. I believe in his talents. He reminds me of Derrick Henry, but a Derrick Henry that can catch out of the backfield. So I know because of the size and things of that nature, that's the reason why he kind of gets the comparison to Derrick Henry. But this guy is the total package, man. I definitely think he's a featured running back that could be a number 1 guy. He can also be a number 2 guy coming in any type of situation. But to me, Najee Harris is a guy that can be your number 1 and your day 1 running back. And I just want to talk about his receiving ability too, because I know that that's kind of under the radar, and it's people don't talk about it a lot. And Najee Harris in 2019 had 27 receptions out the backfield for 304 yards and 7 touchdowns. So Najee Harris can catch the football, so don't get it misconstrued. This guy can catch the football out of the backfield. And what did he do the next following season? In 2020, Najee Harris, 43 receptions for 425 yards out the backfield with 4 touchdowns on the ground. Najee Harris has a career of 46 rushing touchdowns on the ground with 11 receiving touchdowns for a total of 57 TDs in his collegiate career. So definitely, guys, I think that Najee Harris is definitely going to be one of the top running backs. They say that it could be Travis Etienne, between him and Travis Etienne. But when I looked at tape on Najee Harris, I really, really fell in love with this kid. And I really didn't see him in the light that I thought it was, because I really had Travis Etienne myself as the number 1 guy at the time, because pretty much he was a home run threat, and he does it all the time. And when I really, really took a look at Najee Harris and went back and watched the game film and watched everything that this guy brought to the table, man, these guys are neck and neck, man. And definitely Najee Harris, to me right now, is going to get the nod because he had a very, very successful season this year. He ended up winning the national title with Alabama. But right now, guys, we're going to get into Najee Harris's strength and also his weaknesses. All right, his strength. Harris is a blend of a great vision out of the backfield. He has power. He has determination when he runs the football. Also, he brings versatility between both the tackles as a runner and a perimeter rushing threat. Harris is a very good pass catcher out of the backfield, which a lot of people don't give Najee Harris credit for, that he is one of the best running backs coming out of this draft that can catch the football out of the backfield. And if you're drafting a guy like Najee Harris, you can build concepts, passing concepts, because this guy is also a great route runner, if you didn't know that about him as well. So Najee brings a lot to the table, man. That's why I say that he's definitely going to be probably the number 1 or number 2 running back taken off the draft board. And I got him being one of those either 1 or 2 being taken off the board. His ideal role in the NFL, I think that Najee will definitely be a featured running back. Once he get his opportunity, he will be the starting running back for some NFL ball club. Scheme fit that he fits, I'm going to say that Najee Harris fits a multiple of schemes because he could do a lot of different things. He can fit the man scheme. He can also fit the gap and the power gap. He can fit the zone based blocking schemes. So it's not pretty much anything that Najee Harris can't do out of the backfield. This kid is box office, guys. And I'm telling you, if the Arizona Cardinals draft this guy and happen to get a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield, it's going to be nightmare on the NFL because that offense is going to be loaded. But whatever team that drafts Najee Harris is definitely going to get a stud at running back because I think that this guy can do it all, and I think he's going to be a lead back in the NFL. Now, his weaknesses, sometimes he plays the one speed. He lacks the burst sometimes. He can't run to daylight, and you know what I mean by running to daylight, being able to hit the home run. He doesn't hit the home run all the time. He's not really truly creative with as a ball carrier, which means, having multiple moves down the field. He's a guy he's a north and south runner. As soon as he gets the ball, he's going to take off like a bullet out of a gun. And that's just what he does, man. But he's good at being a one-cut guy and up the field and making things happen. He's a guy that cuts back against the grain. And I just think that, man, what he's going to offer to the NFL is going to be definitely box office. I think whoever gets Najee Harris is going to get a big dude, about 6'2", 230 pounds. And I think that this kid is going to bring it every single game, especially getting the experience that Najee Harris got in college, being able to play 4 years in college and then being able to go into the NFL and be a guy that produces. I think that this guy will produce right away. You let me know if you're a fan of the Arizona Cardinals or you're a fan of Detroit Lions or you're a fan of any NFL team. It doesn't even matter. But I definitely think that Najee Harris, if drafted to the Cardinals, he is going to be a nightmare. But also, I think whatever team takes him, he's going to be that dude. So watch out for Najee Harris. I'm out of here. Peace.